Good morning, Humanity family. We're just going to do a quick call here, led by Ms Mita Del Fierro, just kind of let you know what's coming up in the training modules, so that you can start to prep for those. And everyone will know exactly what they need to do going forward and how we need to get it done. All right, so with that, I'm going to bring up our master trainer, Ms Mita Del Fierro, who's been training in companies around the world, taking the mindset of company and people in the company from start into some of them into billion-dollar companies, and some of them you might even know the names of them if we were to mention them, the names of them here. So without further ado, we want to bring up Ms. Mita, let her go ahead and give us some bullet points what we can expect here going forward in the future, and also to help us to be able to get all in line in the same step with what we're doing at Humanity Protocol. With that, Ms. Mita.
Great. Thank you so much, Jamal. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Module 1 of our Humanity Protocol training. Now, the purpose of these trainings is to help ensure that all our Humanity Protocol members will be set up to receive payouts when the time comes. So we're going to provide step-by-step instructions of what needs to be done at each phase. And this will give everyone the opportunity to get caught up to date, if you're not yet, with all of these setup processes and be in a position to earn when the payouts start. Now, before you begin this training, it's important that you watch that Humanity Protocol and SRS token roadmap presentation. It's on YouTube, on the Humanity Protocol YouTube channel. Now, this presentation is going to give you a better understanding of how and why this project was created. It'll also provide definitions, explanations, clarifications, etc., of terminology that will be important for you to know in order to complete this training module. In fact, it will be very helpful to watch this presentation before each training module. So if you haven't already done so, please do this now before proceeding. So at this point, here is Module 1, and we're looking at, you should be looking at a slide here. So let me just cover a couple things. When we're looking at this, this is where we started in the summer of 2022. And that was the HMN tokens. So that's why I'm going to begin here. And as you'll recall, Humanity Node Protocol, which is now called just Humanity Protocol, was a humanitarian project to help eradicate extreme poverty in Africa. The Humanity Protocol roadmap presentation of course, also that I've talked about on YouTube, will detail the creation of this project. Now, the individuals who wanted to help people in Africa did so by purchasing these HMN tokens. And that of course, would be used to provide work and thus income for the Africans. Now, in return, the whole idea was that the purchasers of the HMN tokens would earn royalties on the revenues that were being generated by those who were working in Africa. Now, this program is still in place, and the Humanity Protocol members who have HMN NFTs will earn the royalties when the payouts begin. So if you're part of this program, that means you purchase the HMN tokens and also have the opportunity to earn additional HMN tokens by referring others who purchased. So what we did is we collected the information of how many HMN tokens you had purchased and at what price, and also the information from those you referred and anyone they referred, meaning your entire team. Now, this was the first spreadsheet that we had created, and everyone who was a part of Humanity Protocol at that time, needed to verify their records and ensure that they had submitted their information, and we created a spreadsheet. So hopefully you still have that information. And if not, that is something that you should be working on so that you know what you should have. So the first thing that we had everyone do was to set up their MetaMask wallet. So if you still need to get this done, there's an instructional video once again on our Humanity Protocol YouTube channel, and you can kind of see it again on this one-page slide here that goes into the MetaMask. So then, if you'll recall, we created our Red Matter Capital accounts, and at least some even created a second and a third one. But if you have not yet finished setting up your Red Matter Capital account, don't worry, because it's no longer going to be needed. So don't worry about it. Now, if you do have a Red Matter Capital account and you had previously transferred your HMN NFTs to that account, just know that really the purpose of that was to use that as a placeholder, at least at this time. Otherwise, the HMN NFTs will not appear, not right now, until some loose ends are finished. And once all of that gets done, everyone will be notified and will be instructed accordingly. And then everyone will be able to see their NFTs in their wallets. But right now, that's not the case. So for now, the next important step is to claim your free NFT as soon as possible. Again, on the slide, you see that that's the next point down. Now, to do this, you will need the MetaMask wallet address of the person who referred you. Then from there, you're going to follow the step-by-step instructions on how to claim your free NFT. And it's giving the links right here on this chart, and we'll provide those for everyone as well as we move forward. And after you've completed this step, you're going to send your MetaMask wallet address to those that you personally referred, and then you're going to have them follow the same step-by-step instructions. And you're going to continue this level by level until everyone on your team has claimed their free NFT. So as you can see, it's very important that you get yours done as soon as possible so you can pass on your MetaMask wallet address to the people you referred, and then they can pass it on to the people they referred. So please get this done as soon as possible. Now, when we're looking at the trainings that we're putting together here, the reason they're in modules is because each module represents a phase of the program. So this first module really was about the HMN tokens, because that's where we all started. Module 2 is going to cover the ASL. But right now, this pretty much completes our module 1 training. And what's important, there's some a couple things that I really want to emphasize here. First of all is personal accountability. Guys, what we have here is a community. There is no company, so to speak, that is keeping track of of a lot of things for us, or running what we would normally, at least a lot of us have experienced in the past, where there was a company that had had computer systems, programs, everything, that was keeping track of everything for everybody. So it's really important that we have to maintain these records for ourselves. And in speaking with Jamal and Marcus, the reason that I felt we needed these modules is because in conversations with a lot of our members, I was really getting feedback that people were feeling not only confused, but feeling lost, or feeling that they had been left behind, because everybody was talking about something else that they couldn't figure out what it was, just a lot of confusion, and it was not anything that sounded familiar to them anymore. And I realized it was because they did not complete some of the things early on and did not stay in the loop, if you will, to continue to follow the next phase and the next phase and so on. And so this module really is designed to take everybody back to ground zero. And as you're going through the modules, as you're going through the trainings, because all of this, we will have recorded versions, you will have the opportunity to extract what is relevant for you, because everybody is at a different place in this whole journey. But wherever it is that you need to get caught up, you should be able to find it here. And when we talk about the personal accountability, it's really about each and every one of us embracing the fact that this is going to be this is our business, our involvement, our participation, our investment, whatever, into whichever programs, whatever platforms have been given as far as opportunities for us to invest in. It's ours to earn very, very significant returns on these. However, until then, it's going to be up to us to make sure that we keep the records. It's going to be up to us to set up the things that need to get set up for our accounts. It's not something that we can lean on other people to do for us. And this is one of the reasons why I felt these modules were important, because in speaking with a lot of our members, they didn't know where to go to figure out how to do what they were supposed to be doing. And that's why these links, these videos, these step-by-step instructions are being provided, so that now, in taking personal accountability for my business, it's up to me to go watch those videos and follow it step by step. And they are simple enough to follow step by step. And let me just kind of come back to the roadmap video presentation, why it's so important. There's a lot of terminology, a lot of things that as we go through the training of these modules, that some people are not going to be as familiar with certain terminology, because it refers to blockchain technology or cryptocurrency, the Web 1, Web 2, Web 3, whatever it might be, tokens. And that roadmap, Vangelis did a great job of describing and defining and even giving examples that will be easy for everyone to understand. I've watched it myself at least three times. And I've got to tell you, for those of you that don't know, it was actually Dr. Kraft and Vangelis that put that training together. And Vangelis, the way he presented it was in such a way that was much easier to understand. And I am going to recommend that before you start every module of the trainings that we're going to be putting together, that you go back and watch that presentation again. And you'll be amazed that after watching it repeatedly, how much you have learned just watching it over and over. And like, as I always say, it's like, imagine that there are all these dots floating around. And what we're doing is we're trying to connect the dots for everybody, so that in the end, we will have a much better understanding and appreciation for how everything connects. And then I think we'll also have a better understanding of why we have to tie up a lot of loose ends, so that the payouts can get started. Now, the other thing that I really want to emphasize is the responsibility of the sponsor, or the person who refers other people. This is not about just finding somebody who wants to participate. They come in, they invest their money, and then you disappear. when we refer somebody, we have a responsibility to help that person along. Now, I realize that some of us, even though we referred somebody, we may not know any more than the person that we referred, or sometimes that person that we referred might know more than us. But that does not excuse us from detaching ourselves from the people that we bring into the program. So if you are still at a level where you need to learn just as much as the person who brought you into the program, or sometimes, in some cases, you need to learn even more than the person that you referred, please stay in that line of communication. When they come to you and you don't know, go to the next person up or the next person up. However many levels of people there might be who are not yet at a level of understanding that they still need to learn a lot of things, get on the phone call. This is where I do not just go drop the person that you referred off to somebody else and then you're off doing whatever. You need to be on those calls with them. If there's somebody that is helping them, you need to be on those calls as well, because you need to not only do we need to learn whatever it is that we couldn't help the person that we referred to learn, but also because it's a sign of support for that person that you're there and everybody's working together. So those are the couple things that I wanted to emphasize: personal accountability, and then the responsibility of the person who is the referrer of our participants. So I know, one of the things, in fact, when I was talking with Jamal, I said, the anxiety, when I think about this, it's like somebody, each one of us, imagine this: you're holding a winning lottery ticket, a lottery ticket that is a winning ticket for $10 million. The only thing is, you can't collect it right now, right? You can't collect it right now. So, and yet some people aren't even staying connected long enough to wait for that payout. And so they've like disconnected from everything that is going on. And we have to kind of reel them back in, because we're really in, as far as what I can see, we're in the home stretch of this whole journey. And by the time we finish the modules, you're gonna all understand at that point what how all of these dots connect. But in the meantime, the biggest challenge is for each and every one of us to truly believe that we are holding a $10 million winning lottery ticket. We have to believe it if we're going to take the time to learn the things that we need to learn. And my motto when it comes to all of this new technology, because believe me, I have to start at ground zero myself, but my motto is, little by little, I'm going to learn one way or another. And together, all of us, we're going to take this journey together, and everybody's at a different level. But you know what? Wherever we are, if we just focus on learning a little at a time, you'll be amazed at how much you actually know by the time you finish all 5 modules, just because of the repetition and because you've stayed connected. So that's it for module 1. And thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Mita. We appreciate you 1000%. Thank you for going through the information on that module. We'll continue to get modules put out. I appreciate you and your leadership. I'm going to end the recording here.